My name is Rhapsody, welcome back to West of Loathing. Alright, first things first. I'll eat your brains. And also, let's go to the military cemetery. This cipher is solved. It's, not one that I solved myself. Again, unfortunately, but I do want the secrets more than I want the satisfaction of knowing that I was the only person to get them. That said, it's one that I should have been able to solve because I came up with the solution to this cipher as the solution to a previous cipher. That is to say, shit, which one is it? Is 111 is Say Word for the Departed, Sorrow. And then we visited another plot, it's 37. Now, I thought... No, I knew what this one was, and this one is, oh, crumbs. I have it written down on my sheet. This is Hubris. Right, and then we visit another one, 111. Okay, this one, I came up with the solution idea. Oh, okay, so E is the 5th letter, so we'll take the 5th final letter in the alphabet and do it. But no, this is a shift cipher, which means you go across in the alphabet until you find something that actually makes a word. This makes, oh, I actually don't have it written here what this makes. But if I remember correctly, it was EH. So EH has a gap in between, so it becomes RU. RU something. Ruined it was. But the other cipher that I was talking about, that is to say, the cipher where you take the 5th letter from the front and it becomes the 5th letter from the back, that is a different type of established cipher, which I was aware of. That's actually the solution to this one. Oh, no, not this one. This one's the pogo stick cipher, so it's EOM. E-U-O-N-Y-M. E-U-O-N-E-M. M-Y-N. Yeah. N-Y-N. There we go. And then we visit another plot. This is 370. It was crushed at Bash for a Boulder salesman. I can't remember the name of it. At Bash. Ah, this is an at Bash cipher. Crushed at Bash because it was party. At a Bash, a party. All right. Say a word for the departed. So D is the 4th letter of the alphabet. So the 4th letter of the alphabet from the back is W. And then V is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So it becomes E. So this becomes W-E. And then what's W? W is 4. So that becomes D. And then T. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Wedge. And then it's ED again because we've already figured this out. So it's wedged. We make out the name 690. This is another plot. 690. Sergeant Major Starshine. Naval Signals Division. The tombstone seems more ornate than most, though it's partially worn away. There's an epitaph inscribed as well. Colored her hair 6 times every day. Okay, so we're looking for a 6-letter code, so it's related to these times. So what does a clock shape make when it's those times? Shit. I'm gonna have to draw clocks in this freaking book. God damn it! Hang on. This is a fascinating video, Ryan. Absolutely fascinating. Okay, so 6 is just straight. It's an L. 10, 15. This isn't gonna make complicated enough shapes. Shit. 10, 15 is like kind of across like that. Okay. Then 130. Easy. Okay, so I'm gonna get shapes out of this. I don't know how I'm gonna get words out of those. 1037. Fuck me to death. Alright, 1037 is not a particularly easy shape. 723. Okay, so both of those are 7 minutes off of a base. So we can probably consider that this goes in increments of 7.5 minutes, right? And 37 is 37.5, and 23 is 22.5. So effectively, I've got something incremented in 7.5s across a time scale that takes 60. So 7.5s into 60 is 12. So there's 12 segmentations. So we've got 12 different directions basically split in. Okay. 7 is... Okay, this is like both downwards. Downwards, and then 23 is probably like back there. And then 430 is pretty easy. Okay. So I've got kind of like L something 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 NN. But those N's are different. Sergeant Major Starshine Naval Signals. Oh. Oh shit. Alright, it's okay, so we had to look up Morse code for the first one. The only naval signals I'm aware of are semaphore, and semaphore is just straight up 2 directions. Alright, so guess I look up a semaphore translator. Semaphore translator? Okay, I don't know how I'm gonna work with this. Okay, semaphore has an E on the end. Semaphorify, okay. Oh shit, these become words, not... Oh, crumbs. Okay, I'm gonna need an image that just gives me... there we go, beautiful. I've managed to find me an image that does not want to load at all. This image hates me and the viewing experience. Alright, hang on. Oh shit, yo! Okay, they translate directly into dots and dashes, apparently. Okay, let's try and figure this out. So, the first one is super obvious. That's a sneeze, if my illness would have anything to say about it. It appears to be a D, directly up and directly down. Yes, none of the rest of them seem to be that. Okay, so this is a D. Across into the side, I just saw that here. Y. DY. Then I've got just across from the top and downwards. It's not an L. It's very close to... it's an E. DYE. And then kind of like the invert of that is... it's not really a K. It's kind of closer to I guess, in semaphore? Shit. These are difficult to tell the difference between. I guess the closest thing I have here is an I. And then N would be equisplit. What is... Okay, maybe it's dying with the J... it does look like dying. Right, but E. So it's dying, the act of applying dye to something. Alright. After a moment, you make out the division number has worn away. Over the years, it's now 11. 11 was the one we started with. You notice that someone has left a rock on the grave inscribed "Lots of Love," which everyone knows stands for lots of love, naturally. How sweet, although you're not sure why they placed it upside down. If I say sorrow, does it give me anything else? Okay, so that would just send me back on the same loop. Lots of love upside down. 707. Alright. Jen Weisenheimer. First meta puzzle division. Meta puzzle. So it's the other puzzles. Alright. The other puzzles were... Hang on. Let's write them down. It was... Sorrow. Hubris. So they're all emotions so far. Sorrow, hubris. After that was... the push cipher. So that was ruined. This is an emotion, unfortunately. I mean, I guess it could be. And then it was unum. E-O-nim. And then it was... Crumbs, what was that one? That was the invert one. Wedged. Wedged it was. Okay, wedged is not really an emotion. Wedged... And then the final one I've already got written here is dying. And then 707. I guess I'm looking for 6. Has to be, right? First letter of each is in order S-H-R-E-W-D. Shrewd, that makes a word. A word for the departed. Shrewd. Oh, damn! A courier works up to you. According to General Heimer's will, I am supposed to deliver this to the person standing at his grave at this exact moment. He hands you a package and then departs. You open up the box and inside is a bunch of meat. At the bottom of the package is a note that says, "You've not heard the last from me." Ominous. You want to know what the note could mean? You've not heard the last from me. You've not heard the last from me. Weisenheimer. At the exact moment. What could that mean? Because this says, right, say a word for the departed, and then say another word for the departed. You've not heard the last from me. What if I say from me? Crumbs. What? This is 707, right? Okay, let's go to plot 707. And then I say shrewd, right? Hasn't had his last word, though. What's... Okay, last word would be WSDMDG. Alright, let's try that. WSDMDG is the final letter of every word. WSDMDG. So I feel like that wasn't the right thing to say. Okay, the final word that we actually got as a full word was dying. Okay, that's not the final word. General Heimer hasn't had the last word, though. Heimer, I guess, maybe. No, not the right thing to say. Shit. I can't believe I'm still missing something. Jen Weisenheimer. First meta puzzle division. So if it's a meta puzzle division and the last word, what is the last word? I guess kind of like alphabetically wedged is the last word? No. Alright. I guess we're done with this for the moment, because I fucking don't know how to solve it still. God damn it. That is obscure as hell. Someone in my Discord, shout out to Snozgobbler, said that there might be something that I want to do in the circus. In particular, that... Oh god, I forgot what they said. I'm about to destroy this circus, if I recall correctly. I've sent troops here, so... This guy, haven't found his lucky bottle cap. Tell me more about the... Ah! Right. They said that you feel weird if you look at the clown reflector in the sideshow, so maybe continue to do so. This one, right? You stare at the clown. You still there staring very slowly. His mouth opens into a wide grin, revealing multiple rows of yellow, pointed, shark-like teeth. Not wanting to keep looking, but unwilling to turn your back on it, you slowly sidle away until it's no longer visible. It's empty. Not only is the clown you gone, but you don't show a reflection at all. Uh-oh. Whoa, you look in the mirror again, you see your limbs twisted out like taffy, you hear your joints cracking, and your muscles feel like they've gone through a ringer. We get the effect sore. Negative 10 to our max HP. Okay, don't look at those too much, I guess. Hey, what can I do for you? What's with the weird mirrors? Doesn't tell me anything. So I guess maybe there's like a clown me about now? Red hot dogs, lost and found. Let me see lost and found. Right, last time I couldn't tell him. Okay, I lost a lucky bottle cap. The clown pulls out a wooden box from under the counter and looks inside. Apparently you're in luck. This one yours. Puts the box on the counter for you to see and turns it back to his grill for a moment. Look inside. Box contains shiny bottle cap on a little metal chain, folding pocket knife, white silk handkerchief, and a bowl of smelling salts. I'll take the bottle cap. Yep, that's the one. Presumably, this belongs to that kid, because you can't imagine there's more than one person who would be so into a bottle cap that they'd hang it on a keychain. Can I ask for the other things now? I'd like to see the lost and found. My pocket knife I lost. Thank you. Little pocket knife, you feel like it is not going to come in useful as a weapon rather, but you never know when it might come in handy for something else. Plus, it was free. I also lost my handkerchief, by the way. Appears you're in luck. This one yours. Hanky. Thankfully, the previous owner does not appear to have gotten any use out of it. And finally, I don't have my smelling salts with me. Beautiful. Are they actually a foot long? I'm gonna stop you right there, seeing as there's ladies and children present. Oh, are they actually a foot long? 12 inches? Because a lot of guys say that. I'm gonna stop you right there, seeing as there's ladies and children present. You want one or not? Well, I mean, if they are what you say they are, what are they made of? They're pork. What else do you make a sausage out of? Pork or long pork? The clown gives you a long, chilly look. I'm not sure what you're implying, sir. With the condiments. Alright, cool. We've already gone through those. Cold drink, dude. Did you make the drinks yourself? No. Okay. This guy seems to have the same conversation that he had before. So it isn't actually made of cotton. Cotton is indigestible. No matter how much chocolate you cover it with. Found at the Halloway, did you? Woo! Alright. Looks like that's the end of your conversation as well. Let's give the kid the bottle cap. And if we can, let's tell him to get the ever-loving shit out of here, because otherwise, he's gonna be destroyed. Hi, sir. Did you find my lucky bottle cap? Is this the one? That's it. Thank you, sir. No problem, kid. Hello again, sir. Say, that's a real nice balloon. You want to trade? I'll give you my lucky bottle cap for it. Sure. Thanks again, sir. He runs off with his new balloon. Yep, got him to leave. Beautiful. Alright. So, I got a ticket to go into the stage show, but I can't ever go in, apparently. Well, it's gonna be destroyed anyway. After all of that, what else do we have available to us? Pretty much nothing immediately comes to mind. I guess just go up in this area and I'm trying to find things. Let's do it. Got Cactus Bill, their wife. Bill wife, done. We got a player for Dirt Water. We trading COD in the Milsem. Oh, that's the trading code. Okay, that's done. The West Pole. We also need the rock code. Yes, the West Pole. There's a code for a rock. Don't know what that one is. And we also need to find Holloway. The strange noise of the next hill makes you pause. It sounded like a gunshot, but less bang and more pew! You creep up and spot cautiously and find a goblin fiddling with a large pistol with magical sigils, engraved all over it. The goblin seems to be adjusting one of these sigils with a small engraving chisel. Hello, what doing? To adjusting new pistol I'm making. Making yourself? Yes. Pretty good, if can self-saying. Talk to it. This gun is looking pretty good. Is a gun for buying? Yes! Also for selling! 600 meats. I'm gonna haggle with you. 400 meats. Too much. I can give him 400 meat. No, 550. 450? Nope. 500 is all I having. Ugh. Okay. Buy the pistol. Fuck. Sigiled pistol. Plus 15 to spell damage. This pistol is carved with magical glyphs, even on the inside of the barrel, that makes it actually really bad as a gun. It engraves one more sigil on the gun before giving it to you, but you think it's maybe just their initials. That might be handy, because I might have to start skewing towards just being magic damage, because I've fucked all of my pistol damage. Gain 20 mysticality, lose a bunch, disables all opponents. Holy shit. Rain of Teeth. Upgrade Vampiric Yodel. I want to use Rain of Teeth once in a battle before I ever do anything else with it. Start wandering around, see if we find new places. Off to the side of the trail, you see a big billboard reading Alamo Rent a Mule this way. You mark the location down on your map just in case you're ever in the market to rent a mule. You never know. Let's go there right now. Nothing to scour or scavenge. Looks from here, this is where you go to rent a mule, just judging from the sign, you know. Howdy, welcome to Alamo Rent a Mule. How can I help you? I'd like to, apparently, not rent a mule. Thought I did, but I must have been mistaken. This year's model. It's a bunch of extra features you can get when renting a mule, such as a butt muffler, leather floor mats, deluxe eyeball wipers, sound dampening shoes, butt muffler, cruise control, steel belted radials, sound dampening shoes, steel belted radials, cruise control, self-kicking tires. Just gonna make sure that there's none of those that gives me a perk. Oh, great. Another customer. As if I didn't have enough to deal with already, what with all the paperwork and the heat and the mule bites and someone keeps stealing my lunch out of the employee ice box and my trick knuckle is acting up again. Gosh, sure would be nice to get a little peace and quiet, but nope. Gotta stand here at the counter all day, and the hardwood floor isn't helping my sciatica, I gotta tell you. Don't even get me started on what they pay us around here. The mules eat better than I do. Uh-huh. This has got to be like, what's the A nasal? So not nasal at all, so it's like back of the throat. And if that wasn't bad enough, I went and dropped my daughter's birthday present down a stupid hole. In a stupid mine, will you go for it? Ah, right. Do you mean this bracelet? Wowee! Thanks a bundle. It's a real tragedy that there are so few selfless and kind-hearted people like you in the world, willing to do a hugely dangerous favor for a total stranger without any expectation of reward. Thank you for the 70 experience though, bud. How's it going? Oh, pretty typical, and by that I mean horrible. My shins are acting up, my eyebrows are on the fritz, and you wouldn't believe this amount of paperwork I gotta do, and of course the pencil sharpener is broken, so I gotta sharpen my pencil by hand with a nail file, and the scorpion got in my coffee and drank half of it. Leading to his complaining. Oh, complaints. I get it now. I like it. Alright. Welcome to Alamo Rent a Mule. I'd like to rent a mule. Excuse me, didn't you ride up here on a horse? Yeah? What'd you need a mule for? I guess you have a point. Please remember us in the future if your horse breaks down, though. Great, that didn't help me at all. Time to wonder. Excusez-moi? You see wisps of smoke rising out of the pines nearby and spur Cow over to investigate. The source is a little shop nestled deep in the forest, almost as though the proprietor doesn't want customers to find it. You jot the location down on your map and don't forget where it is. Holloway's hideout. Let's freaking go, y'all! Attempt to ford the river. Easy. What's this on the ground? The blood spatter is disturbingly squirrel-shaped. This barrel used to have pickles in it, now it has nasty old pickle juice. There's another store that has something like that. Howdy. Name's Holloway. Hab Holloway. Sorry for the chittering, ain't seen another person in a while. That's not surprising, this place is pretty secluded. What do you do here? Mostly I sell pine cones to squirrels. He frowns. Well, I used to. Well, alright. Halloway chews on something he'd stored in away in one of his cheeks. What happened to the squirrels? Well, one day they were here, next day they were bloodstains. I had the creepiest dream that night. I dreamt a little girl with big wide eyes jumped in through the bedroom window and asked me if I wanted to have a fuck. No! I screwed up. That's the doll that I reanimated. H. Halloway. I found this silver pin. Oh, dang it. I was hoping not to see that again. I locked that up with the keys inside on purpose. Too many bad memories. I appreciate the intentions, real kind of you, but you go ahead and keep it. Is it something to do with why you live out here with the squirrels? I just don't feel comfortable in regular society no more. Is it something to do with this old pickaxe? It has your initials on it, and I found it in the same mine as your pin is from. I wish I knew these things. I knew the name. It must have been from these that I'd picked up. My God, no, I didn't do nothing. He starts chattering wildly in squirrel. Whoa, okay, I'm putting it away, never mind. Holloway grabs a paper bag out from under the counter and hyperventilates into it for a little bit. Eventually he calms down, though he still has a kind of wild look in his eyes. So, welcome to my shop. What can I do for you? Let me see what you're selling. Clip-on bow tie. You would never wear this, but you might find a child that needs help getting ready for a funeral. That definitely sounds like something that happens out in the Old West. A pine cone. Pine trees use them for reproduction. Animals use them for food. And grandmothers make them for using to make decorative little owls. Sure, I'll take one of those. Jar of peanut butter. Shit, I'll take one of those as well. Alright, beautiful. No fellow by the name of Curly. I found part of a map. Since you came all out this way to return my pin, I guess you're the trustworthy sort Curly was looking for. Alright, here you go. Here's the other half of the map. The right half of Curly's map. The two halves fit together like two halves of a glove. This is just a map leading from Curly's ranch in the southeast to Holloway's store in the northwest. This better not be some sort of the real treasure was friendship crap. Yeah, it better not. The treasure is at Holloway's store. What? Okay, I can't really go behind. Okay. Is it... Hang on. Maybe it's outside? Oh. This X isn't real. It's an abstract representation of your knowledge that something is buried here. Dig up the abstraction. You get Curly Strongbox. This is it! The treasure you've been searching for since you left Boring Springs. This is a lockbox, though. It is not a locked lockbox. We open it, you take a deep breath, make a drum roll noise with your tongue, and open the lockbox. It contains a framed note, a note from Curly. Oh, just kidding. There's also a whole pile of meat in here. Ooh, 15,000 meat. Note from Curly. Dear treasure hunter, you've proven that you are clever as an owl, strong as a bear, and compassionate as a bobcat. My soul can rest easily knowing my treasure is in good hands. Spend it wisely. Or waste it. I don't care. I'm dead. XOXO. Curly Butterfield. Sweet. Alright. What else is about? Nothing doing so far. Mustache sap. Ooh, increases your moxie by 11 for the rest of the day. Don't mind if I do. Okay, we power that up. Get containment. Containment's probably a really good word. Alright. Your eye catches a small wooden object on the side of the trail, and you stop to have a closer look. Turns out some kid lost their bandolier, what you would call a yo-yo, but the modern pattern for that wasn't invented for another couple decades. You spend a few minutes planet hopping, looping the loop, and three-leaf clovering. Sure will be nice when they can invent one of these, so that... one of these that can sleep properly, so you can split the atom and bite the pants. Sleeping being when it spins at the very end of its rope. It's string, rather. Howdy, interested in trading. Alright, I don't think we're discovering any new places anymore. Like, are we out of stuff? Are we out of stuff to discover? Or maybe I just have to wander in a different area? Because it feels like there's more. You pass through a clearing and see a young goblin carving something into a tree. It appears to say, "Goblins rule, okay? You can't let this stand." You sternly tap the goblin on the shoulder, take their knife, and correct their spelling. It was Golbins. Sorry. I like that I can find those in the middle of nowhere. It's a bunch of experience as well as the energized perk, which is really good. Hey, birthing breaches. It's 40 maximum HP. Delivering children is pretty touch and go these days. The doctors often need pants that can soak up a lot of fluid. Alright. So open this one up. Guess I'm gonna wander around here, because this is basically as south as I can get. Actually, let's go to Frisco first. And we'll wander around in Frisco. Brother scraps, easy. Come on, and no. That went... Fuck. That decided to go to Hellstrom Ranch. Oh, nope, the Necromancer's Tower. Regardless of where I ended up, I definitely clicked the wrong thing. Vibrato Transponder gives me a fight. I feel like I'm not going to discover any more places. Because previously, I've discovered places that are pretty freaking far away. Oh, never mind. Fort unnecessary. You see the familiar outline of an army fort and zag cow towards it to investigate. Fort unnecessary. Someone arranged these cannons haphazardly and left them out in the rain. A harried-looking young woman in a military outfit darts out front of the door as you enter. "Oh no, I can't be having any more misfits in this jerkwad. You can either swear to me that you're halfway competent, heck, even a quarter, and that you'll help out, sort out this crew of no-hopers, or you can turn right back around and march double time. Sure, I'll help." Oh, wait a second. Alright, I'm gonna hold you to that promise. Coming in, I'm Captain Harriet Davenport. My name's last name. What's the problem, Cap? Problems. Welcome to Camp Fucked Up Beyond All Recognition, where all the Army's idiots and rejects are sent, so they're out of the way. I have had it up to my eyeballs trying to run this place. Please help me figure out these morons and their malfunctions so they can muster out of here and leave me in peace. Can you give me some details? You need to talk to them individually for more information, but the brief we've got is we've got a scout who's blind as a bat, a cook who can't figure out how to make corned beef hash on toast, a guy who can't load and fire a cannon without blowing it up or maybe shooting backwards. Okay, we've got the book for cannoning. A guy who somehow, and for the life of me, I can't figure it out, is too bow-legged to ride a horse, and a kid who was sent here because he can't figure out how to tie a bow tie. Oh, and just to put the icing on the cake, we also have infinite goblins living in our storage shed. Wow. I'm beginning to see the scope of your complaint. Pal, you are not just Whistling Dixie, so how did you get sent here? You hear her teeth grinding as she growls at you. Do not ask. This guy squints real hard at you as you approach. Howdy, do I know you? Your fuzzy silhouette don't seem familiar. No, just passing through. What do you do here? Well, I'm supposed to be a scout, but I went and broke my only damn pair of glasses. Without them, I can't see a new thing. Alright. Try and get you a new pair. I'll be much obliged. I hear there's a tale of a jeweler not out too far from here. Could probably grab me a new pair of lenses. Just tell him to make sure they're thick as the Dickens. Alright, can I give you the binoculars though? Maybe these will help. He takes the binoculars and peers through them. Wobby, that ain't half bad. He climbs up on top of the watchtower and looks around. They work! I can see a damn thing! Hooray! Alright, is that you solved? Use your binoculars. Okay, discovered an abandoned mine. Beautiful. Okay, there's nothing else to discover. I think that might be the last location's area then. You see a nameplate on the desk that says General what's his name? Investigate. A medal of adequacy. The desk is basically empty, but you do discover an old medal. It goes on your lapel for +7/+7/+7. The medal was awarded to General Francois what's-his-name for wholly undistinguished service. Huh? Howdy. Hey, hi, what's wrong? Aw, gee willikers. I did a pretty good job as the general personal assistant, but I got fired and reassigned here. What happened? Well, it was great at first. I'm pretty good at scheduling, I can write shorthand, and an A+ boot polisher. But then the general went and decided he'd like me more serious wearing a sophisticated bow tie, and expected me to do the time for him. No good? Nope. I can do a sheep shank, a bowline, a clothes hitch, but for the life of me, I can't get a bow tie to look right. The general sent me here to with one to practice on and told me not to come back if I get it right. All right, clip-on bow tie, give him. Or help him out by teaching him how to do with Moxie. I'm gonna give him the clip-on bow tie. Yeah, bow tie's a real bastard to tie right. Whoever invented that was a jerk. Here, try this clip-on one instead. Tell the general it'll save precious minutes he can use for generaling. Neat, okay, thanks. He runs out of the building, waving the bow tie in the air. Shoot yourself a wink. Beautiful. It would be cruel to loot these people's supplies. Howdy, Private. Cooker. How appropriate. Well, it would be if I knew how to cook, like, even a little bit. What seems to be the problem? Well, we've only got 2 ingredients here, and I cannot, for the life of me, figure out how to combine them. What are the ingredients? Corn, beef hash, and toast? Try help him with a metaphor. What if you thought of the toast as a shingle, and the corned beef as a hole in the ground? So I should put the corned beef hash on her. No, I don't get it. Can we try again? Sure. What if you thought of the toast as a shoe and the corned beef as your head? So I should put the corned beef. No, all right. A roadmap, shinola. Hang on. I don't even know what a shingle is. I thought it was part of the roof paneling. Your elbow and your head. Right? A shingle, shinola. I don't even know what shinola is. That's going to make it difficult. Oh! Of course! I put the corned beef on the toes, just like shinola on a shoe. I get it now. Thank you. All in a day's work. So who are the other ones? Ah, yes, the man 2 bow-legged. Howdy. They call me Private Bowlegs. I can see why. You seem uncomfortable. You ain't kidding. Look at my legs. They're bent out so far I can hardly touch both knees at once. Walking hurts like the dickens. Captain says it keeps you from riding a horse. Yep, they're too wide. Horses slip right out between them. Uh-huh. I can get him a mule, or I can bend his legs back. I think I could ride a mule, though, what with him being a bit tad lower to the ground. All right, I'm gonna get you a mule. The place up north rents them out, but I can't get on there myself, so I need someone to go up and get a contract on my behalf and have him send me one. All right, I'll do it. Abandoned mine is down here. I'll go to the jeweler's cabin nonetheless, just in case there's a quest here to be picked up, rather. Oh, hello, a customer. Why, hello, and welcome to Master Gerald's jewelry shop. Hey, howdy. Are you Master Gerald? No, Master Gerald is back there at his workbench. I'm his assistant and translator. A goblin jewelsmith? You betting your britches, sonny, and not forgetting it. That's right, the finest jeweler in the territory. Well, what do you know? I didn't see anything on display, though. Master Gerald only does bespoke work. If you bring in a sufficiently valuable gemstone, he'll craft it into a fine ring for you for free. No trash rocks. I need a pair of eyeglasses. Nearly blind watchtower, look out. He translates the question to Master Gerald, who thinks about it and nods. Having some old soda bottles for grinding down should be working fine. He says yes, we can have a glass of the finest optical quality. Is 500 meat acceptable? Sure. The clerk invites you to have a seat in their living area while Master Gerald gets to work cutting and grinding some glass into lenses and setting up wire frames. You flip through a Goblin magazine as you wait. The lead article seems to be about social interaction with humans and the value of occasionally pretending to be dumber than you actually are. Okay, close enough for government working. Master Gerald has completed your spectacles with the utmost degree of craftsmanship. Very thick spectacles. The lenses in the spectacles are so thick you reckon they'd let a fella see behind himself. Craft rings. Okay. Craft my super dense coal. We get a coal ring. Plus 40% to meat gains. This is the kind of thing that Santa would give to someone on his naughty list if he wanted to marry them. Ah, all of trash and garbage being. Master Gerald apologizes, but there's nothing he can work with. Nothing here he can work with. I mean, it worked. Anything else? Nope. Alright. Alright, we flush the toilet for 11. We pluck our eyeballs. Pluck our eyeballs, rather. Pluck our eyelashes. This appears to be their dining table, but they've left out a stack of magazines for customers to look at while they're waiting. Mostly they're in Goblin anyway. Mostly it's Goblin celebrity gossip, and the crossword puzzles have already been filled in. Alright, nothing to either edge of this so far. We'll go down to the abandoned mine as soon as we get the mule. I could just whack his leg back into shape, but no, I don't want to make his life better. I'm just going to get him something to accommodate his currently shitty life. Don't have a horse? Alright, it'll be 1,500 meat then. Whoa, Nelly! Why is it so expensive? It's a lifetime contract. The rental business ain't what it used to be, so we've made some changes to our business model. I suppose technically we should change the name to Alamo Buy a Mule, but then we'd have to rechange all of our branding too, and while you can't rebrand a mule, they're too wary after the first time. Alright. Here's your contract / certificate of title. Thanks, I guess. Can I have the mule delivered to Fort Unnecessary to the south? No problem. Thanks for choosing Alamo Rent-A-Mule, and please remember us for all of your future mule needs. Ah yes, all of them. I'll make sure to keep you in mind. You ride past a woman who's running along a desert trail on foot. Although I should say running in quotation. It's a slow run with an odd loping gait. She's dressed very oddly too. No hat, just a thin strip of fabric tied across her forehead, light clothing, and strange soft-looking boots that barely come up to her ankles. It's kind of like a ninja, I guess. Everything alright? Are you running away from something? Something pretty slow, like a desert tortoise? Or no, I'm jogging. What? Jogging! I invented it. It's like slow running. Where I'm from, we just walk. It's better exercise if you go faster. Not fast enough to actually get away from anything though, is it? But full-on running wears you out, and that isn't as healthy. It's healthier than getting eaten by a bear. Look, I'm not being chased by bears. I've never been chased by a bear. That's obvious. You're alive and not mangled lumps. This is about physical fitness. Bears aren't an issue. Okay, you're right. Thank you. There aren't many bears out here in the desert. Pack of coyotes, though, you'd be in real trouble. This is a very frustrating conversation. They'd tear you to shreds, even without the goofy-looking shoes. Hey, I designed these myself. They're not goofy. They're pretty goofy. Grrr. I mean, what good are they if you can't even run properly in them? What? They don't prevent, and they certainly aren't going to protect your ankles from coyote bites. That'd be perfectly good for kicking your ass. Gosh, all this exercise has made you kind of belligerent. Get down off that horse. How about we see if you can catch me? Or bring it goofy shoes. How about we see if you can catch me? You ride away. The jogger runs after you a little bit, yelling, but as you predicted, she couldn't catch you. Gotta be the shoes. Alright, Fort Unnecessary. Horse has four left legs. Okay. Give him the Alamo contract. His contract, they said they'd send the mule directly to pick you up. That's a load of assortment off my limbs. Thank you, friend. He takes the contract and slowly moses outside to wait for his mule. Hey, wait, you owe me 1,500 meat! Damn it! The sign on the front says, important, gun storage, no goblins. You open the door a crack and take a peek. Naturally, the shed's crammed full of goblins. To the ceiling, they're barely recognizable as individual goblins. You could try to talk to them, but they're babbling insanely. Gun-wielding goblin grunt. Wielding it backwards. Probably would have hit me with it. Goblin trash sack. And goblin stew. Alright, cool. Okay, if I kill enough of them, do they actually die? I'll fight the first 8 to see. Goblin short pants, -5 moxie means I'm never wearing them. They actually deal damage, which is frustrating. Gonna make the final fight annoying. Goblin coffee. Alright. Let's shoot Nanny. Yeah, that works. Wowzers. She got dunked on. Okay, goblin coffee. What is this again? This is a cup of red-hot dirt juice that the goblins refer to as coffee. Right, fire down from the sky. Cool. Alright, I ought to try some of my other abilities, like Rain of Teeth. I only have 3 action points, so I'm going to use the Smelling Salt. Okay. It deals spooky damage to everyone. So upgrading that is going to be my best AoE. Got it. Alright, let's upgrade that. Make our AoE a lot better. Okay, it's now 30. So I think if I give myself spell casting bonuses, it might actually be my best effect. We might lose someone here. Alright, I'm gonna Smelling Salts up to 4 action points. And I'm going to Trauma Kit myself a bunch. Then Dark Howdy is 2 AP, usable once only per fight. Raise your mysticality by 10, but lower your muscle and moxie by 5. Horrify your enemies, disabling them for a round. Okay, they're all stunned for this round, so we get a free action. And now I have 10 more mysticality, for which it should increase the damage on my Rain of Teeth, right? It doesn't seem to have increased it by that much. I think I'm still best off just shooting them. Maybe if I put on all of my mysticality equipment, then this would be better. Which does make me feel bad, though, because, you know, if I'm going all mysticality, I'm the wrong class for it. Okay, Marmot Skin Cap would be... Ooh, examine again. It's made of thinner El Vibrato stuff. You can probably break it in scrap pretty... Oh, sure. Gold Tiara. No. Spittoon Hat. Sweet Sword would be replaced with what? Mushroom Covered... No, Rock Hammer, definitely. Large Plush Cat would be a Plush Owl, I believe. I'll do at least one fight like this and see if it helps. Branding Ring seems the best way here. Definitely. Thick Quilted Pants. Bean Stained Pants is +3 spell damage, but Thick Quilted is 10 maximum HP and 2 armor. It's too much to ignore. Yeah. I think that's all we do. I could fill my spleen with some more magic damage stuff. Let's check this out. 53 and 69. 93. It's 57 and 93. I just had both of the numbers completely wrong. Good lord. I guess against certain things, my defense is better. I don't really have enough AP to kind of sustain this continually, though. Okay, hang on. Like, I can just shoot them one by one as well. I think if I had my buffs towards this would be a better build. But I kind of do want to just play with this build for a while. Howdy, what's the haps? I'm supposed to be a cannoneer. I'm terrible at loading cannons. They always explode. Except not the way they're supposed to explode, or else they don't explode at all. Ah, okay. The only time I ever got one to fire right, the cannonball knocked my sergeant's hat off. He was standing right behind me. I still can't figure out how that happened. So they reassigned me to this loser squad and said I can't go back to proper duty until I've learned how to load a cannon right. Give him the book, cannon loading for idiots. Oh, what is it? Oh, you take the stick back out before you put the cannonball in? That certainly sounds easier. I did it. Wow, great. Thanks a lot. I'm gonna go get my new assignment right away. Done. Well done. I think that's everyone in the camp, right? Great job. And that's everyone dealt with and out of here. That means I'm free of this hellhole too. If we ever cross paths again, I guess I owe you. All in a day's work. All right. Spleen. Spleen is potions, right? How far can I increase my spell damage? Shockweed. Okay. This is 8. This is getting where I want it to go. Okay, everyone's horrified. We get 7 damage in AoE. Now I have to use a smelling salt. But then I can Rain of Teeth everyone, and the AoE kills a couple more. Okay, that's pretty good. Let's target someone that's on lower HP. Or on higher HP, rather. Beautiful. Alright, and then this has 9. So this should be the final fight that I actually want to try. I like that we can stun everyone for a turn. That's nice. That's handy. Then rain on their parade. There's a couple of them. All the Moxie fellows dead, so I think that's us saved pretty much. Pretty sure at this rate, no one can actually deal with this. Yeah, closest to that fellow back there, and he's about to die. He's not long for this world, I'm afraid. Okay, this is our 9 battle, so after this we leave. Yeah, nothing special. You reduce the magnitude of the Fort Unnecessary's goblin problem by an amount. Yeah. Doesn't, unfortunately, seem to have actually fixed it. So the final thing we have is the abandoned mine. A large man with a large hammer interrupts your journey by leaping out from behind a rock and shouting,
"You damn ghost won't get me! I'll hammer you back to the grave where you belong!"
That's a new one. It's not even an anti-ghost charm. Hold on there, fella. I'm no ghost. But anyway, that sledgehammer of yours isn't going to do much to a ghost, now is it?
Well, now that you mention it,
What's this about ghosts, anyway?
I've been working construction at the Winchester Mansion. That place is haunted. Haunted, I tell you.
Sounds like you need a little magic with that hammer. Seems like you need a little magic with that hammer, friend. I can enchant it for you if you have some meat.
Really? I didn't take you for a bean slinger, mister.
I'm not, but my granny taught me a few tricks, though. You scratch some fancy-looking squiggles into the head of the hammer with the penknife and carve +1 versus ghosts on the handle. There you are, friend. Good luck. The man strides away with newfound confidence and new lost meat. He's gonna die to a ghost. Almost certainly. There's a shiny thing in here. Strange silvery crystal. The crystal is silver in the sense that it is silver colored, not silver in the sense that it is made of silver. The dry washer is caked in dirt. Wash and dry it. We get 2 unrefined meat nuggets. You scrub the machine. It doesn't look any better afterwards, but you do find some ore wedged in the crannies. Alright. Before we go down, it's about time that we end the episode. So for the moment, my name is Rhapsody. Your name has been Bill. Hopefully you've been enjoying yourselves, and hopefully we'll see you next time.